Live and free on the OH Report, Highland returns to the Freddies nest. This time, however, as a non-conference opponent, fresh off a win against Lakewood on Friday, the Fighting Scots will look to go 2-0 for the first time since 2010 under new head coach Mike Delaney. On the other side, the Freddies start a 3-game homestand tonight and will need their fellow Freddie fans' help to put a 1 in the win column. Highland, Fredericktown, coming up next.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
And welcome back into the Freddies Nest as we get ready for a very good matchup here right in Fredericktown, Ohio. Two good sides. One of them won their first game of the year, the other not so much. We've got Highland, we've got Fredericktown, and tonight's high school basketball broadcast is brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors, Park National Bank, where you mean more. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. And I'm alongside Colin, Ashworth, Jonathon, Langdon with you today as we prepare for a special matchup. Highland 1-0 and Fredericktown 0-1.
It's going to be a good one, John. I'm interested to see what hoops are like out here in Knox County. I'm a Delaware County native, so it'll be interesting to see what's going on out here.
And I personally, from the Ashland County area, know this place well. We are both from Mount Vernon Nazarene University. We've got our own MVNU crew joining the OH Report. We've got Grant Hogger on camera as well, so we're excited to see how these two teams shape up here tonight.
Yeah, and I'm interested to see if the Freddies can get more than 32 points today, and 11 threes for the Highland Scots during the last game.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at some stats from those last couple games. We'll start with our team spotlights. First, for Fredericktown, we'll start with the home team today. Last season, they were 11-12 on the year, 6-6 in the KMAC. However, that first game, their offense just couldn't get going. They lost 32-58 against Northridge. Yeah,
Northridge is a good team. They've been good for a long time. Freddies, just look for a couple of people. As you can see right there, Kaid Carpenter, 15.8 points per game last season. Didn't have many stats on the last game, but I'm sure he's going to want to get going in this one.
Yeah, and you can also look at Tegan Rule off the bench, 13.8 points per game. That was 6th in the KMAC. Pretty impressive from someone coming off of the bench. Getting to a player spotlight, we can talk a little bit more about this guy, Kaid Carpenter, a 3-sport athlete. Football, of course, just wrapped up. He's got basketball, one more season here, and he also has baseball, where, of course, he excels the most.
Yeah, and you said something about a 92 mile per hour fastball, and that's pretty good for a high schooler, and especially for a pitcher here in Ohio.
And of course, he can also hoop 15.8 points per game. We already talked about that. 4th in the KMAC, 8 rebounds as well. So let's go ahead and take it over to Highland now. A spotlight on them. Talking about a team that they struggle at the beginning of the season sometimes. They haven't gone 2-0 since 2010, but here they are 1-0 with a chance to do it.
Yeah, and I think Freddies is a great opportunity to do that. Freddies, they really struggled last game. This game, you look at that 9-13 last season, they're going to want to look to improve on that this year.
And they beat Lakewood 51-39 with 11 threes, 4 of them coming from our player spotlight. Gavin Toombs, a freshman, came in. And, of course, 3 missing guys for Highland. Jordan Bellamy, 12 points per game last year. He is now playing for Dearborn. Garrett Fitzpatrick had 12 points. Ryder Minnick had 7 points a game, a total of 31 points a game. And Gavin Toombs is going to be one of those guys they look to try and get those points back.
Yeah, I mean, when you lose 3 guys that basically had 36 points a game together, you got to make up for that, and Toombs, I think, is going to look to do that.
So let's go ahead and take a look at some keys to the game. First, we'll go ahead and start with Fredericktown. So what are you looking for from Fredericktown?
Fredericktown, I'm looking for them to really keep it here, like keep the momentum in the Freddies nest. And you also look there, feed Carpenter and Roll. You got to feed them the ball, got to get them inside. Roll and Carpenter are very tall dudes that really want to get inside and do that and fly out the nest fast. You got to start fast in this game.
Yeah, they have, of course, just the 32 points in their last game. They want to get out and going once again. So let's take a look now at Highland. They have, once again, you want to keep it fresh. You got some freshmen, 2 of them starting tonight. And, of course, they'll be very important to get them out to a good start. Yeah,
keep the freshmen going. You really want to develop them during this year. And also save the turnovers for Thanksgiving. You had Thanksgiving last week, and right now you got to keep the ball in your side of the court and get some points.
And in just a moment, we're about to do the Star Spangled Banner. We will get you the starting lineups right after that here on the OH Report.
Yeah, let's meet the teams.
Tonight's high school basketball broadcast is brought to you live and free on the OH Report. Let's take a look at those starting lineups, as Colin just said. Starting with Fredericktown. They've got an all-senior squad starting for them. You've got Xavier Mullins, also Kaid Carpenter, of course, the man to watch for them today. Ben Mast, Brady Lester, and Luke Bean. What are you looking for from a bunch of seniors?
I'm looking for experience. I mean, obviously, being seniors, you've played the sport for a while, and being in your own gym, the Nest, it's going to be an interesting one to see how they do.
And we'll see if they can make it 1-1 if they're able to do what Colin just said. Like taking a look at the Highland starting lineup, they've got a little bit younger of a squad. Of course, 3 seniors still, but 2 freshmen. 2 freshmen that are going to be asked to do a lot for this squad.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see if the freshman Toombs can keep it going and get a win here out of the Nest.
Yes, and as you can see on your screen, both teams getting started, and it's already getting loud in here. We discovered during the JV game, it's going to get very loud once the game starts.
Oh, yeah, and it's a smaller gym, so the sound is going to keep it in here. It'll be interesting to see what decibels get going in this gym.
So we've got the starters getting ready. Highland, of course, wearing their blue. And Fredericktown getting ready to announce their starters. They'll be wearing white tonight. Of course, that JV game ended up going Highland's way. A lot of promising young players on that squad. And let's just talk a little bit more as this game gets ready to go about some more guys on this Highland team. Brock Church is a senior. He averaged, he's the leading scorer of players that returned from last year. He had 8 points per game. And, of course, this is a team that lives or dies by the 3. He shot 35%. That was the best on the team, but they've got him back.
Yeah, and it's good to have some experience back, especially when you have someone that was scoring last year. And honestly, John, I'm looking for the Scots to come out big in this one.
We'll see what Fredericktown has to say about that one as they announce their lineups now. Fredericktown, there's a lot of questions about this squad. Of course, they've got a lot of seniors, 7 to be exact. They've got experience. But just the first game, just what didn't necessarily go their way against a very good Northridge team. They've got a chance to prove themselves here now. Just getting announced is Xavier Mullins, the senior, 6'3", who will play forward today. Let's take a look at the fan zone here on the OH Report. We don't have this at WNZR. So at the KMAC, we hear KMAC Plus. They say, let's go Freddies. Dylan Kuhn says, let's go Scots, all the way from down south in sunny Florida. So it's fantastic to have you with us today. Yeah, I got that one already. Let's go Freddies. Let's go Freddies.
Yeah, you gotta represent the KMAC. KMAC has been a great league. As we see some balls flying into the stands from the Freddie players, as I like the environment here. It's a different experience.
It's definitely different doing high school rather than college. Colin and I, of course, call MVNU men's and women's basketball, a lot of other sports as well.
Although I love that so much, I might love this even more.
Yeah, we got a game tomorrow against Grace.
Yeah, we do.
Is that men's or women's?
Men's.
Men's. I think you're right. We're gonna get to see Elijah Malone ball out.
Who was a very good player.
Yeah.
See if we can see Kaid Carpenter get some Elijah Malone in here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Make sure to comment on this game on YouTube or Facebook and say hi to Colin and myself, and let us know where you're watching from. As we just heard from South Florida, we've got a watcher already. I'm used to saying listeners for the radio, but here we are as the ball gets tipped off, and both teams will start their second games here in the Freddies Nest. Ball is in the hands of Fredericktown. Entering the post, nice drop step move by Carpenter, just missed it. And a rebound by Highland. Bringing it up will be Toombs. That's the freshman that to be looking out for, wearing number 33, defended by Carpenter. And the ball's out top. Seems to be a slower pace for Highland, as they'll move this ball around quite a bit. Church gives it back up top. Zach Church, the other freshman on this team, gets the ball back on the left side of the court. 7:16 to go. There's a pass as they'll give DeBoer that shot if he wants to take it. He won't. Highland will take their good old time on this possession. There's a pass that goes out of bounds. So the first turnover goes on one of the 2 freshmen on the floor.
And they didn't leave it for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
That's the first turnover, and it's already been a minute.
Of course, that has been huge for them, especially last year. They were the worst team in the MOAC in turnovers. Fredericktown will look to get things going quickly again. Back into Carpenter. That was passed into a double team, but it'll stay with the Freddies.
And you're seeing early that the Freddies are trying to get it into Carpenter. And maybe if Carpenter gets double teamed, he'll see that the outside is open and they'll shoot some threes.
Ball into Carpenter. Not afraid to pass it up. There's a shot, no good. Shot was by number 14, Bean, and the ball ultimately ends up in the hands of the Fighting Scots. Nice behind the back move there by Toombs. Carpenter fell to the ground.
That'll be an interesting matchup, the freshman against the senior. He gets it now.
And that's going to be the first foul of the game, and it's going to go on Kaid Carpenter. Number 1 with foul number 1. 6:25 to go in this first period. Ball's back into Toombs. Toombs will spin around. A double team gets stripped. He keeps it alive. He's going to be able to finish. First 2 points go to Highland.
There you go. The freshman's getting it started.
And once again, he had 19 points in their last game. He'll look to build on that today. That last game was against Lakewood, a 12-point win. That's a nice backdoor cut. Floater up, floater good. Number 11, Brady Lester.
And Lester also had a lot of scoring last season. And if the Freddies are gonna win this game, he's got to get going.
There's another foul on Fredericktown. There's the replay there, as you saw. Lester with the floater. We're not used to replays here. Once again, we're getting them. We're getting them from the OH report, and you're getting them live and free. Perfect. As the ball's back in play after a foul by Fredericktown. Zach Church gives it up into the post. Toombs will throw one cross court. Back into the hands of Zach Church. 2 Churches on the floor now for Highland. 3 up, no good by Highland. Rebounded by the Freddies, and they'll look to run. Carpenter looking ahead, crosses over. He's double teamed, tries to pass that one off. Inside, it's stolen away. There's the first turnover for Fredericktown. Oh, and a dangerous pass there. We'll get with Toombs still not quite able to finish. No foul call. Looked like Toombs was looking for one. As Carpenter in transition on the other end, he'll finish, count it, and the foul.
Yeah, that was great fast break play. They had it through the middle. That was great. They got to the wings. Carpenter down the lane and one. He's getting started quickly.
A man amongst boys will go to the line here to try and make it a 3-point play. It's tied at 2. So Kaid Carpenter involved on all ends, obviously, so far. For that free throw, it's just going to miss. Almost got a lucky bounce off the top of the backboard. So Highland will keep things going. Zach Church. DeBoard. Back to Church. He'll hand it off to his brother, Brock. Zach is just moving slowly, but here's a 3 by Toombs, and shot no good. But an offensive rebound, and they'll get it right back to Gavin Toombs. Uses his body to get inside, missing it. And there's a rebound, strong one at that by Fredericktown. That was Mullins, but they immediately give it away, Fredericktown. And Highland will set things up again. There's a 3 from Brock Church, no good. Mullins another rebound, and this time he'll get it to a guard.
Yeah, this is strike craziness right now with both teams wanting to run the floor. Here's Carpenter with a fadeaway, kind of a fadeaway 3.
That's a nice fake, just couldn't get that spin move jumper to go. It's 4-2 Fredericktown. 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Ball's given up to Zach. Zach falls to the floor, wanted a foul. It's going to be stolen away by Fredericktown, and they'll finish with the left. Once again, it's Lester. He's got 4 quick ones. Highland will look to get out in transition. That's an air ball there from Toombs. And Fredericktown will slow things down with 3.5 to go in the first.
Yeah, Toombs is coming out here. He's shot already 7 shots in this game, and we're not even done with the first quarter.
And a hook shot there by Lester. Tried his luck again, no good, and there's going to be a timeout by head coach Mike Delaney. Let's keep it here. We'll talk about a little bit of what we've seen so far. You've got Brady Lester with 4 quick points. Of course, Kaid Carpenter had that and one, couldn't convert on the free throw. And then also a bucket from Toombs. What do you see tempo-wise from both of these guys, Colin?
Tempo-wise, I'm seeing great stuff. It's just Highland is not getting the shots that they want. You see the Freddies on that fast break. They got the and one. Carpenter wasn't able to finish it, though. But I think the pace of this game is really well. I know the Freddies like to get out on the floor. I watched a little bit of some of their games last year. They looked good on running on the floor.
Yeah, and you've got Carpenter and Toombs, both of their leaders on this team, as stats would say. And both of them have already scored, but they've also taken a lot of shots as well.
Yeah, same thing with Carpenter. He's taken 4 shots. So they're leading their teams on shots taken and points. So we'll see how – well, actually, no. Lester's leading the Freddies on points, but it's an interesting one.
So we are back from timeout. 6-2, Fredericktown. Slowly brought up the floor by Zach Church. And now getting met by a double team. That's a dangerous pass that ends up working well, and Highland's going to get an and one there.
That was great work. Way to stay with it for Church. He's going to go to the line to finish a old-fashioned 3-point play.
So Church, once again, he's now up to 4. Excuse me, actually up to 2. The foul went on number 11, Lester. And now we're going to see some subs for the first time for Fredericktown. Coming in, number 5, Trevor Bellman, a junior. Also in number 4, that is Dom Thompson, a senior, 6'1". So they convert the 3-point play there, Highland, as that's almost a turnover. Actually, maybe it's still on the floor. And now they'll call a travel. The travel is going to keep it on Fredericktown's end of the ball. Yeah, just tussling around and ends up being a travel. It was loose for a good 5-10 seconds.
Again, chaos has ensued here.
Yes. Freddies went to the post once again to Carpenter. He'll get double teamed. Nice up and under. Can he finish? Not quite. Fights for the rebound. Can't do it. Great defense there by Highland. It's rebounded by Sears, who's checked into the game.
That was great work down low by Court Sears. Playing defense on a guy that's probably 5 inches taller than him.
Ball back with Highland. Up top, getting open for 3. It's Toombs. He knocks it down. Toombs, excuse me.
Toombs, there it is. 11 threes in the last game for this team. Toombs getting going.
Well, 11 was actually as the team. He had 4 in that game.
Well, yeah,
he knocks one there.
11 threes, he contributed to that.
I got you. There's another miss there by Fredericktown, trying to keep it alive. He throws it right back into the Freddies. That's the easiest layup they'll get in this game, likely. That time it was finished by Mast. Toombs still looking. Gets it to Church. He thought about shooting it there. There's some aggressive defense, but that will be called a foul on Mast. That will be his second.
I'm loving the replays.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to look at him. I keep forgetting to look at him. It's a tie ball game with just under 2 minutes to go in the first. As Highland will inbound. Scott's still fighting in this game. Early on. Church, 3 points on the game for him. He'll dish it out to Brooks. Into Sears. Nice move to get open. Just can't quite hit the shot. It's an air ball, in fact. Carpenter with the rebound. It's a little bit awkward there, but he fights on with it. And he's defended by Sears. Giving it up to Bellman. He'll hold things up. Fredericktown moving in their offense, looking for Carpenter inside. There's another foul. It seems like they're just forcing it into Carpenter no matter how open or not he is.
You stole the words right out of my mouth. They're forcing it inside to Carpenter. Even though he's scoring a lot of your points, you got to distribute it around the perimeter to get him inside.
So they will inbound off the baseline. Look at this formation, Colin. I don't think I've seen this before.
I think it's quadruple right, Trips right, but it's quadruple right.
Oh, they try to squeeze it inside.
It's another foul.
Yeah, that's going to go on Church. They had Carpenter wide open top of the key. He decided to try and push it in there instead. So that's going to be Church's first foul. We're going to see a couple of subs come in for the Scots. Numbers 1 and 10, so Schmidt checks back in. Or excuse me, 20 will check in. That's Ranger Steck, a junior guard. And Fredericktown will inbound once again on the baseline. They get it in this time around. Carpenter will hold things up, enters the post. Turnaround jumper is no good. Rebounded by Highland. So Steck will get his first touch on the ball with a minute to go, just under.
That almost was a travel if he didn't stop right there.
Another pass inside, and it's picked away by Fredericktown, but it will stay with Highland. As we approach the end of the first quarter, still just 8-8.
I like how the Freddies are really stifling on defense on these Fighting Scots. With a minute left, I'm looking to see who can get the lead going in the second quarter.
Step-in jumper, no good by Highland. And the Freddies will bring it the other way. This is Lester all the way in. And he's partially blocked by two players for Highland. Pass up ahead in transition, can't quite hold it up. But Highland going to keep moving it around as they look to possibly get the last shot with 20 seconds to go in the first. Ball with Schmidt. Number 50 who's in. This is Pryor who had it for a moment. 6 seconds to go. Pryor gets it back. Kicks it outside. Schmidt for three. No good. And the battle for the ball will end up going out of bounds. We'll see if they put more time on the clock. Oh, no, they won't. That's going to do it. So that is the end of the first quarter. Score now 8-8. It's a tie ball game. Looking interesting here in the Freddies Nest. We'll be back on the OH Report.
I'm Kaid Carpenter, and you're watching Fredericktown basketball on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together, or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
We are back in place. Just about 10 minutes have passed, 10 seconds have passed in the second quarter. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Highland. And we are live and free here in the Freddies Nest in Fredericktown. Still a tie ball game between these two sides. And the Fighting Scots will look to change that on this next possession. Crossover, tried to enter it into the post, couldn't quite do it. Yeah, and Toombs for three. Same spot he hit the last one. Can't get that one to go, but a foul's going to stop play. It'll take it Fredericktown's way. We'll see who they call it on.
Looks like it's going to be on number 12. That is Aaron West.
Yeah, West just checked into the game. Already picks up his first foul. And here comes Fredericktown. This is Bellman. Inside, they get it in there, and that's a nice finish. Great turnaround.
That's a great pass right there.
I don't have a 23 on my roster, do you?
I don't either.
As inside, there's another shot missed. Carpenter with the rebound. Almost got stolen away from behind.
Could that be Josh Furley, the freshman?
I believe so. No, I believe it's Woodring who finished that there.
Well, he's 25 on the roster, but I'm seeing the only 23 they have on any of their rosters is Josh Furley.
We'll have to check that one.
He looks 6'3".
Yeah?
But then again, Woodring is 6'4", so maybe they put it wrong on the roster.
We'll have to take a look at that at halftime.
We will.
10-8, Fredericktown. We do it for you at home. Entering the post, Carpenter. He'll spin around, a couple shimmies, throw it up over two. Still no good. Rebounded by Highland, and Toombs is going to look to run quick here. Gets it up to Church. He's open for three. Top of the key. Knocks it down.
That's great shot selection from Zach Church.
There's a pretty good crowd on hand for Highland across the court.
Oh, yeah. And that was the crowd that was really hyped for the JV game a little bit earlier.
For sure. Carpenter drives in. He's fouled. Blocking foul on Highland. Let's take a look at that replay once again. Just Carpenter tried to deny the pass to Church. Couldn't quite do it. And that's a three ball for the Scots. It's the second one today.
Carpenter goes to take his seat, along with Mast. Or no, that's not Mast. That is Dom Thompson.
Entering the post again as we get this inbounded. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Highland. And Church will slow things down, and crowd will start to simmer down a little bit as they set up their offense. That ball will go out. Another Highland turnover. Fredericktown gets it back. And we talked about the crowd and how big of a crowd they've got here as the away team. They're just 16 minutes away over in Sparta. Not too far of a drive here to Fredericktown, so makes sense, I guess.
It does. It makes a lot of sense. And that's what I like about high school basketball. During college, you don't really see crowds from visiting teams. High school, you got the crowd. It's not really sometimes a home game. Maybe it's as that's a great shot by number 32, Brock Church.
Yeah, so the brother of the Church that just hit that three knocks that one down. But yeah, as you said, two teams with a lot of support on both ends. Only 15 minutes apart. It's always going to be a highly watched game.
And it's kind of a rivalry. Like, you don't really think about someone being your rival other than, your regular, like, your actual rival.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you're this close, like when I was in high school, we had a couple rivals, and it was the Olentangy schools. If you know what I'm talking about, it's the schools right down the road that you're like, you don't dislike them, but you don't like them,
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of what's going on here.
And for Ashland, we've got a couple of those. But sometimes the case is whenever you think a school's your rival, the other school doesn't think so. They don't really see you as that. So you kind of have those triangles of rivals where nobody really thinks they're actually rivals, if you get what I mean.
I get what you mean.
Oh, nice effort there to keep it alive. Getting inside, shot no good. Rebounded by Highland. Church will slow things up yet again. Zach Church, once again, a freshman. He's already got 6 points in this game. Toombs gets it back up to Church. Thought about shooting it, gets it to his brother, and he's shoved to the floor. He's fouled. As that will be the 5th foul on Fredericktown in this half. Or will it be the 4th? Oh, 5. There it is. 5 fouls. (13-10). Highland in the lead. Also have the ball here on the inbounds. I'll get it out to Toombs. Toombs will go to work on Mullins. 4:47 to go. That's a nice double team there to get a steal for Fredericktown. Running the other way in transition. Finishing with the left. Actually, I think that was a right-handed layup on the left side of the basket, but still, it's a good bucket from Thompson. Now a foul off the ball.
I feel like, John, this is getting a little physical.
You think so? A little physical?
A little bit. I mean, I can see some tensions rising. I mean, the physical play, and then you also got the refs not really calling fouls that they want necessarily, but you see a little bit of physicality being worked in as Church tries to take a three, and Toombs is going to be called for a foul.
That would have been a good momentum booster there if he was able to hit a second one. His brother Brock had 4 threes in their last game against Lakewood. He seems to be getting it going a little bit now in this one, as now we'll shoot 1 and 1 after that foul.
7 fouls.
So far of the free throws I remember, I'm pretty sure Carpenter had the only one, and they're 0 for 1. So this free throw by Mullins will also miss. And it's rebounded by Highland. Will go the other way yet again. Almost a steal there for Fredericktown. Entering inside. Double team. They'll have to kick it back out. Cross court pass. This is Brock with it. Gets it to Zach. Almost stolen away yet again. As driving in over 3 defenders. This is inside now. Still fighting. Can't quite finish there. That was a good effort from Pryor. And here come the Freddies. They like to run quick on that.
Ooh, I hope he is okay. That was a tough foul.
There's the replay. You saw it again. That
was
hard to tell if his head hit the floor. That would have been.
I think it stayed up. I really hope it did, but here it is again.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
definitely
kept it up. And you have strong neck muscles. It saves you from things like that.
Yep, definitely.
But hitting the hardwood anyway, that's at that speed. Carpenter checks back in, but
saved himself a trip to the hospital with that.
Oh, yeah. Bede will go to the line for 2.
He's been a spark for them. He's been running like rampant in this first half, Luke Bean. As they'll fix things up. There was a sub error, it seemed, on Highland's end, so they fixed that, and we'll shoot 2 now. Or actually, no shot. It'll just be a 1 and 1. First free throw, no good. They're 0 for 3 now on free throws in this first half.
And that's not what you want. You need to make your free throws.
Still a 1-point lead for the Scots. They'll look to expand on that here. Up to Church. Outside, getting Toombs open. Can he knock it down? Yes, he can. Into the near side corner.
That was such great work by Toombs. He saw that Church was up top. Saw he was going down. Faked the cut. Came back out. Hit the corner 3. That's great work by Toombs. Great recognition.
Once again, they're going to try and get Carpenter involved. He kicks it out after a triple team.
Yep, it's going to be a travel.
Yeah, shuffled the feet there. Thompson charged with the turnover for Fredericktown. 16-12 with 3 minutes to go. Still very much competitive.
I would agree. That's all I got.
Leading scores so far, 8 points for 33. That is Toombs who's leading the way. Church gets it inside. It's stripped away from Pryor, but he'll draw a foul. He'll go shoot 2 free throws.
Now here's the difference. I think the big difference between this game is if someone on either team can make their free throws. And that's a big thing during the regular season. You want to work on it because when you get in the playoffs, that is so important.
Yeah, a lot of teams in high school struggle at the free throw line. Definitely something that they'll want to fix here as the first one gets knocked down. So yeah, that's off to a great start there for Highland. Fredericktown, they've missed all 3 of the free throws they've had. Second one's also good. And honestly, When he got fouled, I saw a little smirk on his face. I had a feeling that he knew he was going to knock both those down.
I mean, when you're confident going to the line, that's a recipe for success for anybody.
So good job there from Blake Pryor to knock them both down. He goes to the bench.
I think honestly, John, I know this was earlier, but I think I see a 25 and a 23 on the bench. Yeah. I really do think that 23 is Furley.
You may very well be right. As Carpenter drives in, draws a foul, he will now go shoot two. He runs into a couple fans there by the stage.
That went against number 12.
As you just saw that replay, there's just a very big man going all the way in there. Just drawing a foul, driving over 2, 3, arguably 4 players. But once again, missing another free throw. And they've missed 4 of them. You give them all 4. If they make those, it's a 2-point game. Stoppage of play here for a moment as they get a sub in. Yes, they will. So this is Dane Nauman, junior forward, who will check into the game. And there it is. First free throw knocked down for Fredericktown. They are now 1 of 5. And we'll see what kind of tempo Highland decides to play with here with this big of a lead. There's another foul. And the player that just came in on the other end is going to shoot these free throws, Nauman. Five-point ball game. Highland can expand on that here at the line. First one clanks off the back iron, no good. Mullins comes down with that rebound, and he'll get it right to Carpenter. Kaid, tightly defended. He'll drive right, enter the post. Mullins almost struggled there. That's a nice up and under move. Gets blocked from behind, and there's another foul. And they'll go right back to the free throw line. Both teams getting to the line now.
Yeah, that's not a good thing for the Fighting Scots because Toombs, that's his second foul, and you don't want your top scorer going out.
Yeah, he's got 8 right now. And that makes it 10 fouls on Highland, so everything else will be 2 free throws, shooting or not. First free throw was good by Mullins. Gets his first point of the game. Approaching 2 minutes to go in this first half. Mullins will shoot a second. That one, the line drive of a free throw is no good. Now under 2 minutes. As Highland will look to build on something. Nauman drives in. Almost had someone wide open, just missed him. Toombs gives it up pretty easily, gets it back. He'll shoot another corner 3. That one no good. And Carpenter leaps high for that rebound. Kaid, nice in and out move. Will drive, step back, gets it back to Mullins, hands it right back to Carpenter. He's not afraid to shoot a 3, and he knocks it down.
That's a great shot by Carpenter. A nice give and go from Mullins, and you like to see that from your 2 seniors.
And hopefully that will get him going. He's just got 6 so far. And now it's a 1-point game.
Another foul. These refs aren't afraid to blow the whistle tonight.
Let's take a look at that replay once again. Not a whole lot of space to get that shot off, but he's still able to knock it down. That's pretty impressive.
That is really impressive.
So once again, we are back at the line. It's just going to be going back and forth, it seems, on this free throw line. And it'll be Zach Church shooting them. First one is good.
I interested to see what Zach Church does the rest of the game, because Toombs in foul trouble with 2 fouls. Church feeling himself a little bit. I'm interested to see how he can get his offensive side going.
And I got to say, I've been impressed with him so far. Running the offense very well as a freshman. Point guard is by far one of the most difficult positions to run, and he's doing it pretty well here so far. Now under a minute to go. Fredericktown we'll see what they decide to do. It looks like they're slowing things down. They might want the last shot, but actually they're making way for Carpenter to get a one-on-one here. Kicks it out. Here's a 3 up and good. Another one falls for Luke Bean. And Luke Bean, he's been a beam of energy.
He has. And I will say, Carpenter brings all the attention, leaves the perimeter, like I said earlier, Church driving. But Carpenter's bringing a lot of attention, and that means a lot of good stuff. Yeah,
Carpenter's going to have a 2-on-2 fast break. He goes into the middle, Euro step, finish, nice play. Kaid Carpenter up to 8 now. He had a man with him, but he decided just to take it up himself.
And I think that's a great choice.
7 seconds to go in this first half. We'll see what Highland can do as they now have a 2-point deficit. There's another foul. It's going to go on Carpenter. It's his second. And Highland's going to get 2 free throws. Let's go ahead and take a live look into the game going on here. We've got Centerburg and Northmore? Centerburg and Northmore off to a 10-point lead so far. As a free throw coming up is good here in Fredericktown. Yeah, 25-15. Centerburg, of course, the KMAC champions from last year. But looking like they're struggling just a little bit here.
Yeah, just a little bit.
As we now keep it here in Fredericktown with 2.5 seconds to go. Second free throw is no good. The first one they were able to make, however, and that's going to send us into the locker rooms with a 1-point lead in favor of the Freddies.
Yeah, that was a great way to end the half for the Freddies, as, I mean, you were down by, 5 or 6 going into the second quarter and come out with that?
Yeah, and it was Kaid Carpenter with 8 points, and he really just came out of nowhere there towards the end of that second quarter, and now he's got him with a 1-point lead. We will come back in just a couple of moments here with the second half here on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
Tonight's high school basketball broadcast is brought to you live and free on the OH Report, thanks to our generous sponsors, Park National Bank, where you mean more, and also hospital in the community for the community. Want to sponsor and support Fredericktown Athletics? Contact us at the OH Report today. At halftime, 22-21, Fredericktown with a 1-point lead. We will be back on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
And welcome back into the OH Report here from the Freddies Nest. We are live and free. Want to take a look at some halftime stats for this Fredericktown game against Highland. Fredericktown right now up 1. They were down most of that first half, but they were able to come back in the last couple minutes.
And it was a big part of Carpenter's work on the fast break and inside. Gets to the foul line, shoots a couple free throws. Only makes one of his free throws, but he's doing a pretty good job at doing that.
So let's take a look at the halftime stats. Of course, more threes getting up by Highland. It's just how they play. Also, something important to note is the 2 of 6 from the foul line for Fredericktown. They stepped it up. They cleaned it up. They missed their first 4, but they've hit their last 2. Looking very good for this second half as both teams are pretty even.
Yeah, and you look at that 6 of 7 for Highland. That's what's keeping them in this game. And if they had that 7th free throw, it'd be a tight game.
It would. So both teams getting on the court. We're almost ready to get this second half going. So Mullins will inbound. And here we go. Second half underway. Live and free on the OH Report.
Gotta love it.
Entering the post once again, Lester. Lester kicks it out for 3. That one's short. He knew it right away. He goes to get the offensive rebound. He just misses the putback. Good effort, however, by Mast.
Yeah, just unfortunately he couldn't finish that three-pointer. It was a perfect opportunity to get a nice 4-point lead. But misses both, and the layup coming after the rebound.
Ball's in the hands now of Highland. They had it with DeBoard. Now it's back with Church up top. The freshman gets it up to Toombs, the other freshman. Now it's very close to a travel. Spin move. He's blocked by Carpenter, but it was after the whistle.
Looks like it's going to be a foul, a charge.
Offensive foul on Toombs.
And that's 3.
Yeah, you saw the replay there, a little bit too physical.
That should be 3. Interesting.
Yeah.
That only says 2.
Ball back with Fredericktown. Mast almost gave it up.
Yep, that's a travel.
It's going to be a turnover either way if he caught it or not. So might as well stop play for a little bit. And here come Highland. One of the drastic differences is here's a timeout, and Coach Delaney's not happy with what they're doing right now for the Scots. What I was about to say is I like the tempo change between both teams. Fredericktown, they're just looking to get it to their leading scorer and trying to let them work. Highland, however, they're running an offense. They're trying to get it around to a lot of people, and they want to get some opportunities.
Yeah, and that's the big thing that they're looking for right now, 22-21. Again, they shot the 3 well. They got three threes in the first half, and they come out quick at the timeout. So I think he's just telling them, hey, we need to calm down, play our game, play out of Toombs and the freshman Church, and see what we can do.
This is a team that is looking to go, a reminder, 2-0 for the first time since 2010. And it's under this coach, Mike Delaney. I want to talk about him a little bit. It's his first season as the coach of this squad, and he was on, in fact, this is going way back, 20 years ago, in fact. He was on that Clear Fork staff that won the state championship back in 2002. So he knows how to win, and it makes sense.
He's been around.
Yes, he's been around in this area. As they look to slow things up yet again. Still down 1, however. It's a nice step-over move. Church can't quite finish, gets his own rebound. And now there's a foul on the loose ball. They'll take it on the baseline. Mullins picks up another one. That's going to be his second. Everyone on the floor except for Bean has 2 fouls for the Freddies. Stepping in, handing it off to Toombs. He has it with Mullins on him. Schmidt had it for a moment, dishes it off to Church. Church drives in, gets it back to Schmidt, kicks it outside. Ball moving around well here for Highland. Back outside. DeBoard steps back. Gets it stripped away by Carpenter, but it'll go out of bounds yet again. So resetting is Highland.
Good defense by the Freddies. They switched well. They got out, closed out on the shooters, and they didn't allow a three-pointer or a two-pointer in that case.
Oh, almost stolen away yet again. Kicking it outside for three. Church knocks it down. That's Brock, the senior. Has another stoppage in play. Just want to remind you. Oh, here's a look at the replay here. Church just got open. No one there. Easy shot, top of the key. In my opinion, one of the easier shots to hit. I don't know about how you feel.
Oh no, that's definitely one. I'm not a great shooter in myself, so when I get top of the key, I'm going to pull it because it's the easiest shot.
For sure. Just get that straight line with the basket.
Exactly, and you know it's not going to go in because you're straight on.
There's a three from Carpenter. He's able to knock that down. He's got 2 threes now. And they're back in the lead. He's got 11 of the team's 25. Back to Church. Brock will hold on to it. DeBoard. A lot of half-effort backdoor cuts I've seen from Highland, and I think that's what Coach Delaney has been stressing, and especially in that timeout he called earlier. They're just not running their offense at 100%.
I would also agree with that. I mean, you see it's a lackadaisical offense, and you're not seeing a lot of energy on the bench or either here in the game, and there's not a lot of energy in the nest right now. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, and almost stolen away there by Carpenter. He tips it out of bounds, and yet again, we'll see a side out of bounds for the Scots. But yeah, take it back to Carpenter. He's been a pest on defense lately, and he's also got 11 points. He's really leading the way and is a key contributor to this lead that they have, albeit just 1 point. Zach Church, defended by Mast. It's now on the far side wing into the corner. They're going to trap that. And there's another foul called on Fredericktown. So it's going to be their second of the half.
That's the third on Lester, too.
And Lester had such a good start to the game. However, haven't really seen much from him since those first 2 scores he had. Outside, they try to get Brock Church open. It's going to get stolen away, and here comes Carpenter. He's got a 2-on-1. What a move to fake. He misses the layup. The putback is also no good. And it's fought and won by the Scots on that rebound. That was a very golden opportunity that they just couldn't capitalize on.
Yeah, and that's just unfortunate. You got to extend your lead against these Scots because they're going to shoot that 3, and if it goes in, they're going to start feeling themselves, and it's going to be
what a pass there. Beautiful move to give Highland the lead yet again. Props for the pass, though, from Court Sears. There's another shot no good. Sears ends up with that rebound.
Yeah, it was an opportunity for Beam to get one into the net, but he just totally missed everything. It looked like an out-of-routine three-pointer for him.
Fredericktown trapping the corners right now as DeBoard was able to get it away. Oh, and almost found another backdoor cut. DeBoard has it top of the key on Mullins, spinning, and they'll kick it back out. Church will not hesitate to get them back in their offense. Oh. Some fast closeouts for him. Fredericktown. Mullins falls to the floor. Oh, and there's another blocking foul. Carpenter's a little shaken up after that collision. Let's take a look at this replay here. Mullins just slips to the floor. And Carpenter tried to draw a charge.
I don't know about that, John. I think that would have gone the other way. You see the elbow go up?
Yeah. And
if we get a chance, we should get another replay on that because
yeah.
There it is
again.
So watch Carpenter here. Goes up with the elbow. That might be a flagrant foul.
Fortunately, no video reviews, so it's not going to be
a
flagrant
it's high school
foul.
basketball. We don't really have that these days.
Unfortunately.
Maybe in the future. Just hold it up.
Or maybe some VAR.
Dude, don't get me started with that World Cup VAR stuff. That is ridiculous.
Let's go ahead and take a look back at this fast break here. I don't know how you don't get that under.
I don't know.
I don't know how you get that.
Did get up, though, and he had no contest on that shot. other than who was under him. But
Yeah, the first shot was a little bit tough. Second one, not so much. You're right there. Still a stoppage in play. A lot going on.
Yeah, the ref was talking to Carpenter for a second.
Yeah, that's our director Adam says that they're exchanging Christmas wish lists right now.
I mean, why wouldn't you want to? I mean,
I still
in
need
a couple
to send
days.
mine. I still need to email mine. To
I
my
know. I
family.
need to send mine to my parents, my loved ones.
Adam's nodding his head. Yeah.
My email to you would be to have some great basketball.
First free
And we're having
throws
that.
up and good as we're finally back into some sort of play. 3:11 to go. Right now it says it's a 1-point game.
Should be 2.
Yeah, it should be 2. There it is.
Should be 27-25. There it is.
Second free throw from DeBoard is good. Once again, Jonathon Langdon alongside Colin Ashworth as we join the OH Report team from MVNU, Mount Vernon Nazarene University. We will be with you for a lot of KMAC games this season.
And I'm looking forward to it. I'm hopefully going to be able to send you my schedule so I can get on some more over our break. But I'm really excited to call some high school basketball, and it's a really good opportunity to maybe even get into more stuff. But OH Report is just a great platform.
Awesome. Yeah, for sure. And, one thing I always say is you got to get out there and actually do it, and then you're going to love it. And that's kind of how I felt on Friday when I sat around and watched the Willard broadcast against Upper Sandusky. Willard ended up winning that game. Dawson had a very good performance, 22 points for him. A tussle between two players.
Yeah, that was Bellman and number 4 Grassball.
Yeah. You
Or no,
got
other way
another look
around.
at that again. But yeah, sometimes you just got to get out there and start doing it, and then you're like, oh man, I love this,
Oh yeah, no, I got you.
But yeah, get that email to me by tomorrow.
All right, I guess.
If I have to. First free throw is good from Fredericktown. At the line is number 5, Trevor Bellman. Seen a couple of good moments from him coming off of the bench. That's his first point, however. So second one from Bellman is up. No good. Off the front iron. Highland will set things up yet again with Church.
And I'm liking the feel of this second half. The first half they were coming out, it was young guns getting after it, doing those fast breaks. Now each team is getting into their offense. You see Toombs here, guarded by, I think, is the freshman. Nice steal there.
And now in transition, Mass, can he collect it? Not quite. And there's going to be a foul. He tried to wrap around West there. I tried to be smooth, but couldn't quite do it. That was actually Sears that he got around to. Pleading his case is Mass, but I saw those arms kind of go up as he was trying to dive for the ball. It's like he almost went for the body while trying to dive for the ball, but he went for the body first.
That also might be some frustration, too, because, I mean, he had a wide-open layup if he could control that. Not wide open, but it would have been a lot better chance if he just had the control, and his team could be tied right now, 28-28.
Church drawing some aggressive defense from Mass. Sears almost gets it stripped from behind, kicks it out. Church for 3, no good. That was Brock there missing. And another deflection as Highland tried to fight for it back, but it'll stay with Fredericktown, and they'll take it the other way.
See, I like that he is shooting. Church is. That's Brockett. But I like that he's shooting. He's a pretty good shooter. Right now, he's 1 for 2. So, I mean, he made his first one. So, I like the confidence to shoot another one.
Inside. Count it, possibly. Yes, they will count it. And the foul. Great drive inside by number 4, Dom Thompson. He's got 4 on the game to match his number.
And there's your replay. What a way to keep his balance. Get that shot up in the air. That just shows you he's been in the strength and conditioning room just a bit before the season.
And not quite able to convert the in-one. Toombs comes down with the rebound, and I'm telling you what, this guy Toombs is going to be a problem for the next 4 years.
Oh, yeah, and if he's only a freshman and he's built like that right now,
yep,
he's definitely got some growing to do because, I mean, guys don't grow in middle school too much.
A kicked ball by Fredericktown. But yeah, I'm glad you saw what I saw because that's basically what I was about to say.
He's going to be a monster by senior year.
You look at Kaid Carpenter on the bench for Fredericktown, you could definitely see that kind of build come on for that guy.
Oh, yeah. And only being a freshman, he could grow into maybe the weight room. And honestly, his inside game might be better than his outside game. Right now, relying more on his three-pointer.
Another trap in the corner here. It's very good there, composure, but of course the rule in high school is you can't do that for more than 5 seconds.
And honestly, John, I've never seen the point of that, to be honest. But I mean, it'll be.
And to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen it called.
I haven't seen it been called in a very long time. But that's also because we watch college basketball.
Because back when I played, I don't think I've ever had that happen in a game. As we've got under a minute to go here in the third quarter, it's a tie ball game still a very good contest. As we could be in for a very tight finish. Oh, nice backdoor cut. Just couldn't quite find him, Mast. And now?
I think the Freddies are going to go for this last shot.
Yeah, 17 seconds to go. We'll see if they can take the lead going into the fourth quarter. And here's a timeout called by Derek Dibbling. And they'll draw something up here for the last 13 seconds. What do you think, 2 or 3?
Honestly, I think you get the 2. I mean, you're not shooting the 3 exceptionally well, but I wouldn't be mad at a 3. But you don't have Carpenter on the floor, who's also got 2 threes on the night. So it could be interesting to see what they do on this play.
This has definitely been a lot more of a fight for both sides to score. Defensively, they have stepped it up a notch. It was 22-21 at half. And Fredericktown has just scored 6 since then. And 7 for Highland. Oh, no, yeah, it would be 7.
So it'll be inbounded right here on the near side.
Yeah, Bellman has it. Kind of lined up in a straight line. 2 screens, still nothing. They got to get it out, and they just barely do. They get it back inside, kicking it out into the corner. It's a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Mass. They've got another shot at it. Kicking it outside. Bean throws one up. Oh, and what a putback, but he can't quite get it to go.
Get it.
Oh, is that going to count? Yes, it is.
It's going to count.
What a play from Fredericktown. I thought the buzzer sounded already, but they're going to give it to him.
I honestly think that is Woodring. And, yeah.
Yeah, we'll look at that. We'll take a look at that when we return. 30-28 is now the score. Fredericktown up 2. We will be back on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
Okay. I'm Coach Derek Dibbling. You're watching Fredericktown basketball on the OH Report.
Back in action for the fourth quarter. Jonathon Langdon alongside Colin Ashworth as we prepare for what seems to be a great finish here in the Freddies nest. There's another look at the buzzer beater. And they did get it off in time. I was looking at the scoreboard and the shot at the same time. So they did get that off. It's now 30-28. And an offensive foul is going to be called on Toombs.
And that's his third.
Yeah,
He's got to be careful this quarter.
We missed it a little bit there, but we got the replay. So it's a little too aggressive, and 3 fouls. Yeah, you said it. On the floor right now for Highland, there are 8 fouls from 3 players. Carpenter drives in, kicks it out. Free throw line jumper is no good. Carpenter got the rebound on one knee. He goes, feeds it up, and another rebound. But now a foul is going to be called. We'll see who it's on.
Yeah, Lester had 2 shots, great shots at that, and couldn't get it done. And Carpenter getting the rebound from the ground. That was interesting.
And Bellamy, coach for Highland, was not happy after that one. As they now look to inbound it outside. That's Bellman getting it to Carpenter. Carpenter with 11 on the game. He's going to be defended by Toombs. Crosses over. Hesitation. He's looking inside. Nice pass to find a nice finish there for Brady Lester. Lester up to 6. Highland will have to answer quickly, and it's Toombs missing long. And Bellman just going to run in transition. Gets it to Lester. Bellman, corner 3. It's good. 35-28. Biggest lead of the game for Fredericktown. And we'll see a timeout by head coach Mike Delaney. This crowd is loving it. Here's the replay in transition. And Bellman able to knock down that corner 3.
Great work by Grant Harger on the camera. Runway known as at NVNU.
And this is a 7-point lead for Fredericktown, and this has come out of nowhere, Colin.
I'm not going to lie, I'm with you on that. It's an interesting development to this game. The 3-pointer working for the Freddies. Also, Carpenter dishing when he's getting that double team. He's got a couple assists on the night to add to his 11 points. They just now put 35 on the scoreboard.
So now just under 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. A lot of guys for this Fredericktown team really banding together, although Carpenter has 11 of the 35. There are a lot of other players who have stepped up, especially Bellman, who just knocked down that 3.
Yeah, and Bellman able to get that 3-pointer, just a junior. The 5'11 guard, great work there to get out to the corner. The man that was guarding him came in to guard Carpenter, and Carpenter saw it. At the last second, basically, he was about to jump, and he got it to Bellman in the corner.
And that 3 put them over their total in the last game against Northridge. They had 32. Still, this is a low-scoring game, especially for Highland standards.
And I would think Coach Dibbling for the Freddies, he's really wanting that defensive pressure for this team this season.
We are back in play. Sears has it. Nice denial from the Freddies. Church dishes it up. Sears again. Looking for Brock. Can't quite find him. Backdoor cut inside. Nice feed into the Toombs. Count it. And Carpenter's going to get charged for the foul. He is not happy about it.
No, he was not.
And Toombs is going to the line for a 3-point play. Here's the replay. Carpenter just couldn't get in front. Had to try and block it from behind, but he got the body. So that puts Toombs into double digits. He has 10, could make it 11 at the line. And Carpenter goes out with 4 fouls.
That's not what you want to see.
And one is converted by Highland. It's 35-31. This is looking to be a classic very early on in the season. Inside they find Mullins. Kicks it outside. That's almost tipped away. It's going to go off of Fredericktown. Highland will take possession. Let's look at that replay again. Yes, it goes right off the fingertips. That was Bellman there that it last went off of. Taking a look at the fan zone. Freddies have been on a big run. There's a 3 and something's called. Saw a whistle.
It's going to be a foul on Lester.
Wow. But that will be on the baseline.
Yeah, that's his 4th foul, too.
2 key guys. As Bob Steck says, watching from Florida, thank you for tuning in with us here on the OH Report. Watching from Iowa, Brian Blair says, great game and quality broadcast production, thank you. And to that we say thank you for listening in with us today.
Yeah, our first game doing this. It's been fun so far. Looking for a good finish.
And it's a fantastic game as well. Couldn't ask for a better finish, it seems like, as there's a mid-range jumper that's knocked down. And it's now 35-33. Scots bring it down to 2.
Now you're kind of seeing a 1-2-2 zone for the Scots. See if the Freddies can break into it.
Timeout called. Looks like, if I were to guess, they're trying to put the pressure on Mullins right now because he's turned it over a couple of times and inviting them to make that pass into the middle, and then they just collapse.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Mullins being, he's what, 6'3"?
Yep.
Yeah, 6'3", so he's a big guy, but still, you get Toombs and Brock Church around him, he's not going to be able to do anything. So I think going to that 1-2-2 zone, it's a great idea.
Fredericktown, of course, still hanging on to a 2-point lead, but they're going to have to put some points on the board, but they haven't been doing that as of late. They had a lead as big as 7, and it's now trimmed to 2. 5-0 run for Highland. And now both sides, well, mainly it's just Highland right now across the court getting hyped for their team as they are in the huddle for this full timeout.
Now, am I wrong by saying this? The JV game, I thought had more energy than this game.
Yeah.
And we were watching in the second quarter, there was a bunch of energy. In the third quarter, a bunch of energy. In the fourth quarter, there was even more.
Yeah, and
There's energy here.
And we watched. Yeah.
True.
Oh, yeah, they're waiting for overtime.
They're waiting for overtime.
They're waiting for an overtime. They just know it's going to happen. But, yeah, we walked in to the gym, I'd say, around 6:30?
Oh, yeah.
And well into the JV game, and it was loud in here. And honestly, I don't think we've matched that energy in this varsity game yet. We'll see what happens, though. Ball's into Fredericktown, and there's a foul. It's a shove. It's going to go on Brock Church.
I just got a text from my amazing mother and said, "Are you doing something on your phone for the game?" And I'm like, "Yes, Mom, I'm keeping stats,
yes.
All right? Got to keep some stats. Got to keep my
and I appreciate you for that as well.
Knowledge of the game going." Yeah, hey, Ma, you got a comment on the game.
Yes. The KMAC experience is just different. That's what the KMAC themselves are saying, and that's just cold, hard facts right there. A handoff into the middle. That's an air ball, but it's a good rebound there by Fredericktown, kicking it outside. Another 3, no good, short. Fighting again. They're able to, no, not quite. It's going to go out. Staying with Highland. That's close. Tried to fight around. Maybe got a little bit chaotic at times. As we're approaching the 5-minute mark remaining in this fourth quarter. Brock up top. Schmidt. Sears. Brock not afraid to shoot it. Corner 3. Oh, in and out. That is just harsh there by the Fredericktown rim. Nice shifty move there from, who was that? Was that Bean?
Yep.
It was.
Bean of light.
Thompson looking for someone, gets Bellman masked. Mullins. Not a whole lot of dribbling. Now they'll dribble it up. Thompson has it yet again. They've got the lead, so they can really take their time here. And that seems like what they're doing. Mullins picks it up. He's in trouble. Gets it up to Thompson. Thompson in and out. Almost went right into a double team. Wisely holds up. Kicking it outside back to Mullins. And this is just going to be keep away now.
Well, this is why we need a shot clock in Ohio high school basketball. I mean, you see these teams.
I hear it every day from this guy. There's a drive inside, no good.
What do you expect me to say? Just like, oh, let's just keep the ball. But, I mean.
Spin move, Church. Oh, just missing. That would have tied it. But, yeah, as we were saying.
Well, I was just saying, like, you can't just hold the ball. I've seen games where it's been 10-8 because people have gotten one layup, and then they literally just hold the ball.
But that's not today, though. It's 35-33.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, there needs to be a point of emphasis on getting shot clocks in Ohio.
Yeah.
For basketball. I mean, some people, like,
I get your vantage point.
Some schools, like, may not be able to get one, but if you can.
I think it would be a lot more fun for the game.
I think it would keep it going.
That's a fair way to put it because you look at Mount Vernon. We do a lot of MVNU broadcasts. If you weren't listening to the beginning of the game, as there's a missed free throw by Fredericktown. But we see games, like especially for the men, that get into the 80s, into the 90s because we've got that 30-second shot clock.
Yeah, and it's like you see more scoring. Obviously, this is high school basketball, 8 minutes per quarter.
Yeah. You're
not going to see too much scoring because not a lot of these guys have their game polished. But here you see Church. Oh.
Church thought about shooting it there. Kicks it outside. Gets it to his brother. Poked away from behind. What a steal from Ben Matson. He's going to run in transition. Gets out ahead, and that's close to a clear path foul. Not sure they call those in high school, but it was awfully close. Well, there was one man to beat still.
Mass goes to the line. 1-1.
Yeah, so we're going to go to the line for every foul from here on out. Still waiting for the signal. It's now going to be a 1-and-1. We'll see a timeout called, a full timeout from Highland. Fredericktown have a chance to make it a two-possession game here at the line, but they have to knock down the first one. They
do, and again, it's very important for you to shoot your free throws good and at a high percentage.
Interesting. I've been told by Adam that Toombs and Carpenter are cousins.
I can kind of see it.
You can?
I'm not going to lie.
You can?
Because you see the haircuts? I mean, if Carpenter kind of just got more of a fade on the side, he'd have the same cut as Toombs. And I think that's really cool.
I didn't know you were a barber.
I'm not a barber. I just know haircuts. I mean, I've been here for 20 years on this earth. 21 next year, or next week, actually. But, I mean, Toombs and Carpenter, you can see maybe they played some one-on-one together.
Yeah, and they're also guarding each other in this game.
Exactly. And, I mean, playing with family anyways, like I've never had that experience because my family lives in Cleveland and South Carolina, but being able to play against a family relative and also do it at a high competitive level, that's got to be fun.
That's something I wish I had.
And then at the next Thanksgiving, you can be like, hey, remember that time I beat you?
Yep.
But then again, hey, Toombs is a freshman, and Carpenter, being a senior, he's got a little bit more experience here in this game.
My brother never really got into sports. Still love him, though. Free throw from Mast as we get back going. Front end is missed, so this still gives Highland a chance to tie or take the lead. But, yeah, you look at the Carpenter-Toombs family, however you want to say it, they're combined for 22 points tonight. Church gives it up to his brother for three. No good, short. Carpenter comes up with the rebound. He'll slow things down with 2:50 to go. Oh, and something going on. There's an injury. It's Toombs. Oh, can we get that replay once again?
Might have to go back a little bit farther, but yeah, hopefully Toombs is okay. Looks like he's either holding his abdomen. Might have got hit maybe somewhere around there. Hope he's okay.
We're looking for that for you. Still. Yeah. 35-33. Here's the replay. Let's take a look at it. Toombs, keep your eye on 33. Oh, and the screen. That's interesting.
He might have got checked by Mullins there.
He's going to go out now.
Looks like he may have got the wind knocked out of him.
Possibly. I'm not sure. His back was to the camera. Sears will check in for him. And that's a big loss late in this game. because they need to make up 2 points, and he's one of those guys that they wanted to look for.
Yeah, and also I'd like to add there's only been 13 and 11 points scored for each side, and it's been a very defensive second half.
Yeah. Mast will go left. That's what he's given by Highland. Carpenter dishes it out.
And Carpenter has to be careful on each end. He's got 4 fouls. So if he gets another one, the top scorer gets out.
Yeah, and most of the time when you see someone foul out like Carpenter, it's typically an offensive foul because they're not thinking about it.
Yeah.
Still running that clock down. Oh, inside, almost given away. Lester partially blocked, and Highland will bounce back. That was a careless pass, though. It'll stay with Highland, so they dodge a bullet there. Let's look at this replay. I don't know if he just didn't see him or thought he was just going to run away rather than try and go for that steal.
I don't know, John. I don't know. I do not know.
We're now at 2:08 to go. Highland, haven't seen a score in quite a while.
For either team.
Yeah. But this has been very entertaining. That was very close to a travel. It might possibly have been. Brock Church, however, has the top of the key. Gets it to Sears. Hands it off. Schmidt. This is Zach. Cross court to Sears. Nice triple threat move. A minute 41 to go. Entering the post. There is a foul on Mullins. That
is his third.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought his number said 1. I thought he was going to be done for a second, but he hangs on for a little while longer. That's his third foul. That's going to send him to the line. And here he is back in the game, Toombs.
So he looks to be okay. Some crucial free throws here, 1:40 to go. Not a lot of energy from this Freddies side over here. Trying to get him to miss, but he misses anyways.
Another missed free throw, but a crucial offensive rebound. Church into the corner. Schmidt wide open. No good. Air ball. Rebounded by Mullins. And there's going to be a foul. It looks like it's going to go on Highland, even though you saw Brock Church go flying on your screen.
It kind of looked like Mullins. Mullins is more built. He's got more to him than Church. So Church going in there, Mullins is going to kind of body him off the ball. So kind of just unfortunate for Church to get hit to the ground. But a nice rebound there.
So still waiting on the official go-ahead to shoot these free throws.
Who's that foul on?
I think they called it on Schmidt.
Schmidt.
Schmidt goes to the bench. First free throw, no good. We're going to get back in play. What a crucial offensive rebound. That was very close to a big bucket for Fredericktown as Highland will finally get it out of the danger area. And we are in crunch time, folks. 35-33. There's a three from Toombs. What a shot from Gavin Toombs. It's a 1-point game. Highland lead.
1:05 to go. Got to get it to Carpenter. Carpenter's going to look to go.
He's going to want a screen. He refuses it. Drives down the middle.
Yeah, he got fouled.
Yeah. 3 Highland players collapse on him. He's going to go shoot 2.
Who's this going to be on? It's going to be crucial. Who's it
Take
on?
a look at this replay.
And that's going to be Toombs. Toombs is done for the day.
Wow.
Toombs
Wait,
is out.
Can we see that replay again?
Yeah, a tripping.
Toombs reached in there at the last minute, and
that's
after
unfortunate.
That huge 3 he just knocked down to put him in the lead, he's done. 5 fouls get him out. Wow.
That's unfortunate for the Fighting Scots, but they got more scores in there. There's 7 points for Church. You also got a couple other scores on the board. You're not quite out for the count as Carpenter makes the first one.
That's huge. Carpenter hasn't really had very much luck at the line, but that one was one he very much needed. He ties this game up at 36.
58.3 to go. It's going to be interesting.
Second one, no
Misses.
good. Very possible we could have an overtime here
I kind of hope we do.
in the Freddies nest. Sears gives it up. DeBoard, 44 seconds to go. It's back with Sears, and they'll hold things up now with Zach Church. Crowd is on their feet. The Highland fans want to see them go out with a game winner here.
And I think they're looking for the Church brothers here. Either Zach or Brock. Brock hitting the last one. So we'll see what's going on.
21 to go. Schmidt holds things up. And now a timeout. I think he was about to get called for a 5-second, like we saw in that corner earlier. So Delaney decides to call it with 15 seconds to go.
That's his last full timeout.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be the last play here.
15.4. I think what Coach Roop is drawing up here is a play for the Church brothers. Either one of them coming off a screen. I'm going with Brock. Brock has the hot hand. Brock has been shooting well. He's 2 for 3 on three-pointers. So we'll see what's going on.
Yeah, Delaney has some experience in a lot of winning situations.
Oh, that's varsity assistant. My bad.
Yeah, you got it. You're fine. You're
Delaney.
fine. Mike Delaney still on the side with his team. It's a full timeout, so 36 all. 15 seconds ago. What a win this would be. On the road in Fredericktown, just 15 minutes away from your home.
And honestly, it's been a tough game for each team. They're not shooting exceptionally well. 36-36. It's a defensive game. Both defenses have been doing a great job from limiting the shooters.
I'm standing up.
And, I mean, you got to. And also with Toombs out, it's going to be interesting. If they do go into overtime, who's going to handle that pressure?
So this will be Sears to inbound. A reminder, any sort of foul sends us to the line. Sears gives it up. Church with 12. Church with 10. Loses it for a moment. Church with 5, gives it up. DeBoard had a shot, he passes it up,
3.
Gives it up. This is Brock Church from long distance. Oh my goodness! Wow! Brock Church sends Fredericktown home.
That is madness.
39-36, and they're gone.
Wow.
From basically the end of the Fredericktown logo in center court. What a shot.
Can we get a yeah, there's the replay.
Yeah, right from that volleyball line.
Wow.
Brock Church called game 39-36 is the final. What a matchup to start this season. 2-0 now for Highland. You're watching high school basketball live and free here on the OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
Tonight's BS Media Player of the Game. Who else? Brock Church. Fantastic job today.
Thank you.
Great job. How did you feel getting the game winner, man? Like you told me it's the first one.
Yeah.
You dream of this stuff.
Yeah.
What did you think?
It was awesome. I just want to say thanks to the teammates, and we battled all the way through it. It was a close game, and then it just came down to the last shot, and I was glad. I think I had it in my hands.
Yeah, and in the first half, you had a pretty substantial lead, and then Fredericktown kind of crawled back into it. Yeah. Take us through those huddles in the fourth quarter. Take us through what your coach was telling you about how you could try and get back into this game and fight and get that win.
Yeah, that's a good Fredericktown team we just played. Really aggressive. When we came out in the second half, our coach, he got on us a little bit, telling us like to play better defense and stuff like that, and then we went out and played hard.
All right, and I'm going to tell you a stat here, and I want to see how you feel about it. This is the first time you guys have gone 2-0 since 2010. What does that tell you?
It's a lot of hard work. You got to keep on working, though.
Yeah, it looks like you're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations,
Thank
Brock.
you.
Great job. Thanks for being with us. That is your BS Media Player of the Game. We're going to be back here live in free basketball all season long. We're going to wrap this one up in just a couple moments on OH Report.
Park National Bank treats your dreams like they're our own. It could be buying your first home together or making a lasting impact in your community, starting a new business on your old stomping grounds, or reimagining your current one to keep up with the times. No matter your financial goals, at Park National Bank, what means a lot to you means a lot to us.
I know that I'm not Park's biggest customer, but I'm treated just like I'm Park's biggest customer.
Tonight's high school broadcast was brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors, Park National Bank, where you mean more, and the Knox Community Hospital, in the community for the community. I want to say, wow, what a game. 39-35. Highland get the win, 3-point win on that game-winning shot from Brock Church. And that was the first game winner I think I've ever seen broadcasting.
Yeah, broadcasting, that's one of the few, and I think I've only seen one other one, and I don't know where it was or when it was, but, I mean, Brock Church from the volleyball 10-foot line, and there you see Brock Church, who was talking with John a couple minutes ago, and honestly, you look at this shot right here. Oh, well, we had it.
Away. No.
We had it for a second, but that shot, that's
Here
just confidence. Look at this. Volleyball line, arcs that one up. Honestly, I knew it was going in once it left his hands because.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I know. I'm being dead serious, John.
Wow.
I saw that go up, and I saw the trajectory of that. The arc was so pure and perfect. It was. I loved it.
But that shot put Highland up to 2-0 on the year, as I said, for the first time since 2010. Fredericktown, they dropped to 0-2. Unfortunately, both of those teams will be in action this Friday. Let's go ahead and take a look at some post-game stats. I know Colin's got those for us.
Yeah, so you look at the two teams, the comparison there, you see 6 field goals inside the arc for the Highland Fighting Scots, 6 threes though, and also the 9 of 11 for foul shots. That's what kept them in this game, eventually won them the game. And you look at the other side, 8 two-pointers, 5 threes, 5 of 14. You got to make your free throws, or else you'll be in a situation like you did. If they made all of those, they would have been up by a big margin, at least 6 going into that last possession. And, I mean, you look at the fouls, it was pretty spread out. And turnovers, it wasn't really a turnover battle. There might have been more. I've been loosely keeping stats, but, I mean, you look at the scoring. You have from the Freddies, 12 from Kaid Carpenter, and then other than that, 6 from Brady Lester. And then you go to the other side, Fighting Scots. You had 10 from Brock Church, 14 from Toombs, and 8 from Zach Church. So, I mean, the scoring for Highland was more spread around just to a couple people. Freddies, more people got on the score sheet other than Kaid Carpenter getting double digits.
So let's take a look at how both of these teams will match up this Friday. You've got Highland, who will be traveling to Ontario. That should be a huge game over in the arena. Also, you've got Cardington Lincoln. That's who Fredericktown will be playing, as you see here. So they will be against Cardington, as I said at the beginning of the game. This is the start of a 3-game homestand for Fredericktown, and they unfortunately dropped this first one, but they've got 2 more chances to make it up.
And I think you come out the next game, and you have a little bit of fire going into that next game. You go in with confidence. You had a great game, defensive game here against the Highland Scots, who scored 51 last one. You go into the next one, you have confidence. Kaid Carpenter, keep doing what you're doing because you're doing something well, and just need to get more scoring from everybody else.
So once again, final score 39-36. Highland escaped Fredericktown with a huge win, and that's going to do it for us here at the OH Report. I want to thank all of our sponsors who have helped us get this on today. You got to see a game winner thanks to our sponsors. So thank you once again to Park National Bank and Knox Community Hospital. We have credits. Those are not who's working today. We want to thank all of our crew here today. Jonathon, of course, you've got me. I almost said in third person, but thank you to Colin Ashworth, of course, Keaton to our right, Adam to our left, Grant on our far left, and they're all doing great stuff to get us torn down. Thank you so much for watching today's game on the OH Report. We will be back very soon. You've been watching high school basketball live and free on the OH Report, powered by BS Media Productions, the future of local sports.